Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy that asks some of the most difficult and fundamental questions regarding the nature of concepts like being, existence, and reality. Being generally refers to entities with a subjective or objective perception, such as humans or animals. Existence is the state of being real. But what exactly is real is up for debate, and reality is the state of things as they actually exist. Another way of looking at reality is as all that has existed, exists, or will exist, irrelevant to whether it has been observed or understood. Metaphysics is hard to define because what exactly is metaphysics is up for debate. Some believe that it's still very relevant, some say not. Others say that it is still a necessary aid to science in developing our universal understanding. Some of the general questions that metaphysicians ask are: what is there? What is it like? What exists? What is nature? What is the cause? And what do we know to be the case? Metaphysicians also ask some specific questions about time, causality, free will, mind, matter, and theology. Physics, on the other hand, is a study of the natural world and is limited by our ability to understand the natural world through scientific experimentation. Theoretical physics goes beyond what we can understand with experimentation and uses maths to understand the world beyond. There was a time when theoretical physics would have been considered metaphysics, but now metaphysics is considered to be that is beyond our ability to understand, using both maths and scientific experimentation. Also, much of what now falls under physics would have at some point fallen under metaphysics. Prior to Aristotle, people were asking metaphysical questions, as they were asking questions such as, why are we here? And who created the world that we live in? People would usually answer these questions with some form of faith in a god or gods. Aristotle is the reason why metaphysics became a major branch of philosophy, though he didn't come up with the name metaphysics. He had 4 names for the metaphysical branch of philosophy, which were the first philosophy, first science, wisdom, and theology. The word metaphysics came from the collective title assigned to 14 of Aristotle's books, roughly 100 years after his death. Aristotle believed that the first philosophy, or metaphysics, was the study of the first causes and principles of things. This refers to that is beyond physics and the natural world. Metaphysics literally means after physics. There are 3 main sections to Aristotelian metaphysics. These are ontology, cosmology, and natural theology. Ontology tends to deal with the nature of being and existing, and looking at the categories and relation of things. Ontology tends to deal with questions beginning with what, such as what is God? What is it like after death? What is existence? Cosmology studies the origin, evolution, and eventual fate of the universe, along with its ultimate fate. Finally, natural theology, which encompasses questions about God, creation, and also spirituality. One pre-Socratic metaphysical theory that was discussed in Athens was atomism. Atomists believed that the world was made up of little substances, called atoms, which existed within a void. These atoms were never created and will never end. They will therefore forever be a constant that doesn't change. Aristotle didn't believe this, but rather believed it to be the case that fire, air, earth, and water were rather continuous and in a state of transformation. This moved the zeitgeist away from atomism, but 2,000 years later, this would start to gain traction again with the rationalists and empiricists, and especially with the first evidence-based theory for the atom in the 19th century. The study of atoms is now firmly a part of physics and not metaphysics, because the study has moved into the realm that can be understood using maths and experimentation. Using maths and experimentation to understand the very small was not possible over 2,000 years ago. And that is why atomism was firmly a part of metaphysics. Our understanding of the universe using experimentation and maths is forever increasing, resulting in more and more subjects moving from the study of metaphysics to the study of physics. But there are still many questions that stay in the realm of metaphysics, because science can't answer them, such as the possibility of a creator, whether free will exists, and what is the mind. For more videos on philosophy, economics, and technology, please like and subscribe by clicking the red button below.